Welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Please support us for checking out our new relationship ebook Revive Your Love for in the description. Here is an update to my post the other day. You can find the first post in my profile. I asked my wife what went on at the shower. She at first said it was just a shower. I told her I know more than just a shower took place. She looked at me, for it seemed like an hour. She took a deep breath, then told me they had strippers. She actually seemed embarrassed. I asked how all that came about. If you like what you are listening so far, please support us by checking out our new relationship ebook Revive Your Love for in the description. She tells me that at previous showers some of the games they played and conversations had increasingly become more raunchy. The older women did not like it and tried to shut it down. The younger relatives decided they would hold their own shower. The older relatives could have their more traditional shower. After that, the raunchiness got turned up a notch. Finally, a couple years ago at a shower, a stripper was brought in. It was the typical dancer that did his act, to the screams of the crowd. Then he left. Nothing happened with the crowd. It embarrassed the bride. The cousins and friends were really divided about it. There for a short time was hard feelings. When the cousin, that was the ringleader, got engaged, there was some payback. The strippers were hired knowing the type of show they put on and the participation it would generate. It did the trick as the bride-to-be hid in another room during the performance. I asked what kind of participation was there. She said the guys danced real close to some of women, pulling some up to dance with them. I told her that I didn't have a problem with strippers were at the shower. Why didn't she tell me? Unless there was more to it. She got quiet then. I let the silence hang in the air. She was waiting me out, I think. I then said I saw a video of the strippers. I asked if there was anything else. Again silence. Then she said some of the girls got carried away. I asked her to go on. After hesitating, she admitted to what was on the video. After more silence, I told her I saw her. At this point she started crying. I swear I didn't do anything. You have to believe me. Ask my sister. As she cried more and more, I told her I saw her sitting along the wall as the stripper worked his way down the line. She said, then you know my sister, and I got up off the bench and got away from him. I told her the video didn't show that and that it cut away. I asked if her sister would confirm what she said. She said to call her. I video called her sister from the wife's phone. She was in shock when I told why I was calling. The sister verified what the wife had said. So I am believing what happened. I did tell the sister to tell her husband because this is going to get out. Now, I am dealing with my wife who is mad that I assumed she cheated but at the same time ashamed she never told me. We have some work to do. Here are some best comments from the community. Her silence speaks volume here, mate. She was actively hiding what happened because she knew it was wrong. There is a serious lack of honesty from her here, and while it appears she didn't do anything inappropriate, you had to pry the information from her in an escalating fashion. AITA, not to mention the fact she and others covered up the fact a bunch of family members gave a stripper a blow job. Especially if the sister is also married and was right next to her in that line, the sister has as much to lose by telling the truth. Lying and backing up her sister helps cover her own ass, potentially. I've been burned too many times to personally believe it off words alone. The other husband has nothing to lose in telling and showing you. He has nothing to gain from breaking you and your wife up. She, however, has something to lose depending on the actual truth. Something your wife should have at least told you about and should have left the situation, not line up for the strippers she was familiar with and how those stripper parties went in the past. Yeah, well, it pays to be cunning, and be able to see 2 steps ahead of your target. Some people have it, and some people don't. I'd give it something that can be learned. It's almost like an instinct. The ability to remain calm, and think clearly in high-pressure/stressful situations where you may be emotional, or compromised in some other way. If you aren't wired this way, the best option is to control the situation and confrontation at your own pace if possible. Avoid confrontation until you are composed and have a plan. I think he should have thought that far ahead when he played it out in his head the million times before confronting her. But it is what it is, I get it. You can't always be prepared for everything at all times. If my wife was at a shower or bachelorette party and there were strippers and she danced with them, strictly only no contact dancing, and she came home to me and told me everything that happened, I would have been absolutely okay with it. The fact that she hid it from you is concerning. This means either she felt she cheated or she felt that you couldn't handle it. The fact that some of these women gave blowjobs also are absolutely unacceptable. I hate to say it up, but this is bigger than you and your wife now. It involves the other women and their so's, and you now have a moral duty to let them have the same knowledge you do. At the very least they need to know so they could get tested for any STDs that may have been transmitted during the oral shit. Thank you, and remember to check. Please support us for checking out our new relationship ebook Revive Your Love for in the description. Until next time.